Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to Go Figure Customs YouTube channel. I'm really contemplating putting a blooper reel together because this is about the 15th time that I've started to do this video. Anyway, today's 2-minute tips, tricks, and tutorials is pretty much for my co-host, General Geekery co-host, JD. He doesn't like doing dry brushing. Even though it's pretty easy technique, I'm guessing that he doesn't like doing it because he gets inconsistent results, which I get inconsistent results. If you've watched other videos on this channel, I've talked about what dry brushing is. It's one of the 3 main techniques that I use for painting. My primary technique is laying down base coats. So here's a good example. This is my Fast Blast Viper that I'm working on from my airbrushing video. My base coats here are the gray and the black. And I will go back and I will touch up the grays with a little bit of black wash, and I will do a little bit of gray dry brushing on the black to bring out the texture with that. And then I probably will go over the gray dry brushing with a little thinned out wash too, to kind of blend it all together. But I probably wouldn't have done that up until recently because like I said before, I've been getting inconsistent results with dry brushing for a long time. So once I got really good at doing washes, I pretty much stopped doing dry brushing. However, like I said, this is somebody else's information that I found, but I'm making this video for everybody to share the wealth, share the knowledge. This trick makes it a lot easier, and you get a lot better and a lot more consistent results with that. What do you need for this? Okay, we're gonna do it here. I'm gonna try and do it on camera. We'll see how that goes. The airbrushing didn't go that well. What we're gonna do, I'm working on my Raptor right now. It's not gonna be real easy to see, but I've already done this one. So I've done the base coat on this is a dark gray, and I dry brushed on some light gray. So this is for a Raptor that I'm working on, who is right here. I'll show you real quick here. Kind of have him taken apart because I'm in the process of working on him. So that's my Raptor. He's not finished, but he's getting there. I'm working on his birds right now. I wanted something that looked less goofy, something more menacing. So what we're gonna do, sorry, lost my train of thought there, is I'm using Eagle. It's gonna be a Falcon now. And I'm going to dry brush the top of him with that light gray. And I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. And what do you need? I was going to mention that. What do you need? You need an actual dry brushing brush. That may sound funny, but for the longest time, the way I learned to do dry brushing was with the shittiest shittiest tester's brush out there. Get a little bit in there, let it sit in the brush, let it dry, kind of brush it out, let it dry some more, then kind of brush it on and figure out, oh, paint's still wet. Then let it dry some more. Now you've let it dry too long. Fuck, now I got to clean out the brush, start all over again. Okay, now I've got it dry brushed in there. Oh, now it's put too much on. Fuck, maybe I can smear it out with my thumb. Yeah, okay, that seems to work. So, inconsistent results is the problem I've been having with this brush. So, damn, that just hit my 85 snake eyes. Card at 85 snake eyes. Anyway, get yourself a regular dry brushing brush. I have 2. You can see the one, the white one is a little smaller, and it's actually it's a small dry brush. I really haven't recommended brushes before, but I'm really digging the Army Painters paint brushes. That is almost exclusively what I'm painting with right now. This is the only brush that is not Army Painter's brushes. I have never thrown out a recommendation for brushes before, but Army Painter brushes seem to be fantastic, and I'm using those almost exclusively. When I find something that works, I don't usually switch away from it. I mean, some of my customs have been painted with the crappiest brushes because it's been broken in. Anyway, we're gonna do what you need to do. Again, dry brushing brush. Get yourself a dry brushing brush and a Kleenex. Sounds weird, I know, but let me show you why it works.
All right, what we got here? We got a bunch of greebles. I am slowly sorting through my customizing fodder, trying to sort it out, figure out, number one, what I have, and number two, find a place for it where I can find it when I need it. And then my Fast Blast Viper from my collection is sitting here, so I have a paint reference and sculpt reference for the figure. That is a 2-minute tip and trick and tutorial for you there. In and of itself is if you're painting something that already exists, have some good paint references handy. Either the figure that you're basing it off of, or Google image is your friend. You know, it doesn't have to be exactly the way it was, but if you want it recognizable, I definitely recommend having painting references. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to load my brush here with, I'm using Administratium Gray. So I got a bunch of my brush. Now this is where Kleenex comes in handy. I'm going to brush most of this off onto the Kleenex. Get it till it's mostly off of the Kleenex. You can see how much I took off, and then lightly brush it onto your figure. Might not get the best results. You might not be able to see my results very well on this, unfortunately. But, you know, that'll work. And there you go. I think that you can actually see the dry brushing on there compared to the original. I don't have the other one painted up yet to compare it to, but that gives you an idea.
And that's all there is to it. To get the consistent results, use that Kleenex. You can use any paint, but I haven't tried Tamiya paint yet. I don't really like Tamiya paint for dry brushing just because of the consistency. Your best bets for dry brushing paints are going to be Citadel is probably your top bet. Vallejo is probably going to be pretty good too. And I like a brand called Scale 75 that I found on Amazon. It looks like cheap garbage, but it's really nice paint. I really like it a lot. But there you go, man. I mean, that's it. Dry brushing can not only... Dry brushing is probably one of the best ways to bring out details that are in the sculpt. That's one of the things I've talked about in previous videos, is using the sculpt that's already there. A lot of these figures have phenomenal sculpts to them, but they don't have decent painting apps because extra paint costs extra money. So a lot of these figures that you actually already have amazing sculpts to them. They just don't have decent paint apps to them. So use what's there. And the dry brushing can also, you can use that for creating rust on stuff. You can brush on dirt, weathering. So I'm working on Mad Max's Interceptor from the second movie. This is where I'm at right now. My airbrush took a shit, so I'm waiting for parts to repair it. But this is where I'm at with it. I'm going to dry brush the dirt on it and the rust on the pipes, side pipes. You can put... Dog's barking at the goddamn UPS guy. You can dry brush scratches on metal. That's one of the things, that's how I like to do a lot of my weapons, is I've done it. There's a video on that here too, is I will paint a base coat using sea blue from Tamiya. I will dry brush on metallic black, and then I will do a wash over that. And that gets me the best, most realistic looking weapons results that I've ever been able to get. So that's I'm pretty sure I've done that video before on how to get your guns looking really well. But there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with dry brushing. So yeah, scratches, dirt, weathering, rust, just bringing out the sculpt that's already there. This is the way to do it and get good get consistency. And man, it's a super easy technique. You just need a really decent brush and a Kleenex. That's it, man. Alrighty, and hopefully, as always, you found this video useful and potentially entertaining. And please do all that fun social media stuff like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And as always, thanks for watching.